Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful night or day wherever you are in the world. I'm in the amazing villa right now. Got a cool view. I don't know if you can see it very well. We're going to jump into the charts for Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bitcoin is pulling back right now. We need to see if it holds the support. It is in a very dangerous spot. If it doesn't hold this support, it can drop quite a lot. Magiccraft is up 18%, 18% against Bitcoin and 20% against Ethereum today, which is amazing. Magiccraft holding very strong. Big congratulations to all of you. It's up around a few 100% in the last week or two since I started showing you a little bit of the footage of the game. Hit the subscribe button, join 77,000 people, smash up thumbs up button. Let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into the technicals for Bitcoin. Right now we're getting, wow, it's so hot here. Right now we're getting a pullback. I'm going to do Bitcoin, Solana quickly, Mcrt. Let's go into the technicals. So Bitcoin first, 22,921, a little bit of a bounce, but we are not looking too amazing right now. Why? Because on the 4 hourly we are in this ascending rising wedge, and rising wedges are usually a bearish pattern. They build pressure like this and they drop to the downside. So we really need to get above that 25,000 to remain bullish. And we got that big bounce that we talked about a few days ago. We got that bounce off that the bottom here, and then it went back down again very quickly. So that's not 1 second, and then it went down very quickly again. There is another pattern I'm seeing. Let's change around this pattern, like so. Get some. So we have this trend line. This is confirmed, 3 touches, and we have this kind of trend line here. So if we change that, that's still a rising wedge that looks bearish. Unfortunately, it's not as big as a drop. This rising wedge would take us to about here, 18,000 if it plays out. So we really need to get a strong bounce off Bitcoin. We're below again. Oh no, now we're back above that 200 weekly moving average, that blue line. It's holding quite strong, the 200 weekly moving average, many times, but it's tested it many times and bounced off it, and again testing it again. It didn't get much of a bounce before retesting it. In the last 4 hours, there's been a lot of selling on Bitcoin. Around 10,000 Bitcoin was sold, 10,777. So we really need to get a bigger bounce here. Let's change around this pattern as well, see what we're seeing here in the shorter term time frame. So let's go into the hourly charts. So stochastic is oversold on the 4 hourly. Now we're going into the hourly for Bitcoin. We had that bull flag break to the downside, so that was a failed bull flag. So bullish patterns are starting to fail now. That's not a good sign. Now we're having a little bit of a fast downtrend, very quick one, and if it can hold this trend line, this main one, we're going to have a big moment here at around 11th of August, and this is a descending triangle, or more of a symmetrical triangle, which has at that August 11th we have a breakout point. So if we can hold this main trend line, and Bitcoin can move above here, if we can hold this trend line here, we could get a breakout on the 11th back towards the top of this trend, back towards the top of this rising wedge. And we need to get above this rising wedge to remain bullish. And before Bitcoin is really out of a bear market, we need to break above this white. Let's change the color of this main downtrend line that started in November. Let's make it red because it's a red line. We need to get back above this downtrend line that Bitcoin started on 11th of November, and I called the day of the top. We've been coming down. We need to break above there, 29,000, to go bullish on Bitcoin, really. So here is a very important moment. Let's hope this rising wedge doesn't play out. Let's go into the closer time frames. Hourly, stochastic oversold as well. 4 hourly oversold. A lot of buying volume came in the last 2 hours. Look at that. There was around, in the last 2 hours, there's around 5,000, 7,000 Bitcoin bought. So people are really buying it up here. In the short term, I would be going bullish on Bitcoin towards that top of this channel because low risk to reward ratio. I'd open a trade here, stop loss just underneath this trend line, take profit to the top of this the triangle. That gives us a risk 1.67 ratio trade, so not too amazing. So better to make the stop loss closer, whether the trade either works or fails. That would give us 4.21 ratio trade. That's good. Risking $145 to make $610 with 1 Bitcoin. With 10x leverage, you would make $6,100 profits. 100x leverage, $600 $61,000 of profit. So that's the trade I would take in the short term on Bitcoin. We really need to stay above this trend line. It's very important that Bitcoin stays above this 22,600 area. If we break that, we have a lot of supports though down here, but we don't want to be heading down on a rising wedge. We want to be breaking up to the upside to stay very bullish. Let's go into Magiccraft, by the way, today is up around 15% against Bitcoin and 17% against Ethereum today, 10% against US dollars. It's ranked 2,942. It's on the BSC and Ethereum smart chains and Phantom. It's CertiK audited, everyone. That's important. CertiK audit is required for the bigger exchanges. Market cap 7.4 billion, fully diluted 7.4 million. Volume 1.7 million, and the chart is still looking quite strong, heading up very strongly this last month, and it's building a bull flag here as well, which is beautiful. Pay attention to Mcrt. Magiccraft, you can get, that's my fiance's website, by the way. If you guys want to check out psychology, have a psychology consultation. My fiance is a clinical psychologist, a doctor of psychology, so if you want, you can check out that psychologist online and have consultations. The exchange USDT right now, $1,000 US on PancakeSwap, gets you around, currently, let's see how much Mcrt, $1,000 US gets you around Mcrt 168,000 Mcrt. So, which is amazing, because 2 weeks ago $1,000 US got you 580,000 Mcrt. Now $1,000 US gets you 168,000 Mcrt. Still quite a lot, but it is dropping. $100 right now still gets you 16,935 Mcrt. And my goal is to make Magiccraft the #1 play to earn game and take the spot of Axie Infinity. And if you've seen Magiccraft, if you've seen the quality of what we're building, it's really, as a gamer, it's the best kind of game that you can play. I've played Diablo, World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Dota, and this game is made by gamers for play to earn. So this is going to be one epic kind of game that our goal is to make it a 10-year game, go into VR, by the way. Also, once you sign up to that Bybit exchange, I've got 477 in here. It pulled back around $23,000 in the last 2 days. Bitcoin, I've got 9.5 Bitcoin. Solana, I've got $120,000 with Solana. USDT, 88,000. And my trade on Bitcoin is still up 8,864, but it pulled back quite a bit. But I am still long, and I don't think there's going to be much selling pressure. But let's see. I don't think people will be selling down here, so I'm extremely bullish buying the dips. In Bybit account, I've got Binance account, $469,000. I've got in here 10 Bitcoin, 116,000 BNB, $99,000 of Solana, BUSD 21,000. So this pulled back quite a bit in the last few days on Bitcoin pullback, but I am still bullish. Let's check out Solana right now, because I was just looking at Solana myself. Let's go into Solana. Solana 39. Right now, Solana is building a symmetrical triangle. The trend is up. A lot of volume came in on the bottom of Solana. You can see massive spike up in volume when Solana came down here to $24 and bottom. Massive volume increase. So that tells me that the bottom is in for Solana. On the 4-hourly, stochastic is heading, on the daily it's heading down. 4-hourly, it's oversold. Right now we're in this symmetrical triangle, but it is a little bit breaking to the downside. If it breaks to the downside, we could get a movement on Solana. The distance of the triangle here, all the way down to $27. So that would be a big drop in the crypto markets. But I think we're bottomed out here, unless the CPI data comes out today. If the CPI data, it's all about the CPI data, the inflation data, in my opinion. If the inflation data doesn't come too over the top, like it's under 7% inflation for the month, then people will not react too badly and the market will be very bullish and we'll have big pump in the markets. If it's above 7% CPI inflation data, that means the Fed will have to increase interest rates more aggressively, and then we can have a big drop in the market. So today is a very important day. If you're making trades, I would wait till the CPI data comes out. I would be going bullish though on Solana, opening along, because it's too oversold. There's too much buying down here. No one really wants to sell at these prices, in my opinion. And take profit at the 51. I'll do spot on Solana, but if you wanted to do a short-term trade, this is the long that I would take on Solana, 4.4 risk to reward ratio trade. But I would be I'm accumulating Solana down here. So if it drops again, I'll be buying more. Why? Because in the long run, Solana right now is at $39. At its peak, it was $260. And this is a chain that a lot of people are using, a lot of projects are using. So pay attention also to Solana. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs up. And this is James from Crypto Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.